What's up everybody, it's Jerry, and today I'll be reviewing Scream 3. For years, I was teased for loving this movie. A lot of people call this the worst film in the series. They say it plays more like an episode of Scooby-Doo, or that it's not scary, or that the killer is a whiny bitch. I agree with most of these, but they don't make this a bad movie. One of the great things about Scream 3 is its terrific sound design. This is one of the first movies I ever saw that effectively uses surround sound to tell the story. There are many moments where voices come out of the surround speakers, creating a terrific sense of atmosphere. There are also a lot of great twists to the story, one of them being the killer's voice changer. From the opening moments, we find out the killer can mimic other people's voices in addition to the infamous one we're all used to. And this isn't just a gimmick. It's used very effectively to drive the whole movie, as the killer constantly deceives the characters into doing what he wants. It's pretty cunning if you ask me. I was also intrigued by the mystery that propels the plot. It revolves around main character Sidney Prescott's mother, Maureen, and her life before the first movie. It turns out the killer has a mysterious and shocking connection to the Prescotts. Speaking of Maureen, we finally get to see her in the flesh in this movie, even though it's in a completely out-of-nowhere nightmare sequence, the kind of scene the other Screams would have made fun of. That misstep aside, there are many positives, one of them being the terrific cast. Among the returning players, which include Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette, there are newcomers Patrick Warburton, Dionne Richmond, and the one and only Parker Posey, all of whom add a lot to the film. There's also a terrific sense of dread throughout the film, thanks to deceased character Randy's super trilogy rules, one of them being that any of the main characters can die. This includes Sidney herself. For the first time in the series, I actually worried about our main characters, and oh boy does Wes Craven use this to his advantage. I was on the edge of my seat. As for the killer himself, and though this reminds me a little bit of a soap opera, I liked that he turned out to be Sidney's secret half-brother. There were some valid complaints that this was the one movie in the series where Sidney and the killer didn't have any connection before the big reveal. In Scream, the killers were her boyfriend Billy and friend Stu. In Scream 2, the killers were her friend Mickey and Billy's mother. But in Scream 3, Sidney had never met Roman Bridger until his unmasking. Sure, that was bad storytelling, but it didn't make the reveal any less shocking. Despite its faults, Scream 3 is a thrilling, satisfying capper to what was at the time a planned trilogy that later turned into a quadrilogy. I still love it as much today as I did 17 years ago. Hopefully I've encouraged you to give this underrated film a chance.